Hello everyone, and welcome back for more Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door. Last time what we did was, we wrapped up Chapter 4, defeated Dupless, and then we did some Bowser stuff, some Peach stuff, and all kinds of fun stuff. Yeah, this time what we're gonna do is I guess I'm gonna be in battle here. Oh yeah, we got our identity back. We got our identity back. And, I might have to reset. This lovely program here. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to reset the program here, I think, because my frame rate is really choppy, so I'll be back right now, young man. Alright, well, I'm back. Oh my god, this fucking daylight saving shit is just absolutely fucking with me big time. Like, it really is. And I'm just like, ugh, I'm so, like, sick of it. I really am. Like, I'm sick of it. So, yeah, I'm just gonna give you the heads up right now that, this stream is gonna be a very, very much an emotional ride for me. Because the topic that is going to be covered is, a really, really serious one, and wow, why is this still choppy? Apparently, my streaming software is gonna give me a bunch of issues before I get anything done here, so, yeah, it's gonna be a very serious topic that we're gonna be tackling here, but we gotta go to the 1,000-Year Door first. To the 1,000-Year Door and plant our crystal star. there, and let's do it. We're gonna be out on an island. So just like in the original Paper Mario, Chapter 5, we're gonna be going to an island. Man, that glass effect is so cool. Location of a crystal star has been located on your magical map. We better hurry, don't you think? We better go up to the professor's office. We have to let him know about the princess's email. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Whoa, what? That was written in Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon? And those fiends want to use the power of the crystal star to resurrect it? How bone-chilling. Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered. What have you found out, Professor? This is rather long, so you best listen well. Are all of you ready? And you there, in front of the TV, you listen up too. Breaking the fourth wall here. Maybe I'm missing something. Are you talking to no one? Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that I read about in that book may well refer to this demon. It says that a monster destroyed a large town that once stood on this very area. It also says that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by this monster. And that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try to control the world. According to this book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes, but only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and they cast the evil beast into the depths of a vast maze and sealed the exit. From this, I gather that the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So if they are all united, they could either seal away or resurrect the demon. It seems that who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or good. Guess we ought to consider not collecting crystal stars then. It would be awful if we found them all only to have them stolen for evil purposes. Anyone think it might just be better to destroy them once and for all? That was my first thought too, but further research suggests that we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to steal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? The fact that those goons want the stars now may be coincidence, but maybe not. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return even if the sex knots fail. Oh, guess we'd better find the rest of the crystal stars then, huh? Where do we start? According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Heel Hall Key. Heel Hall Key? I'm not too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. I'm sure the sea salt's down by the harbor no more. You should head there first. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna go to the sea salts by the dock. And there's this rat down here that I was wanting to talk to. I don't know if I hope it'll still be here, but I have enough coins now. Oh no, it's too late. Shit. Oh well, what are you gonna do? I didn't get enough coins in time. Whatever. Key. You mean the island where the treasure hoard of Cortez, the pirate king, is hidden? So you want treasure, eh? Alright, but keep an eye out or the pirate curse will get you. Key? That's the cursed island. Don't get mixed up with that place for your own sake. No matter how much I work, life never gets any easier for me, know what I mean? There's gotta be a way to just go poof and get rich, you know. Poof. Oh, I know. I wish I could get rich like that. See that ship dock there? She belongs to Flavio, the merchant trader. He don't sail too often, though. Mostly he hangs out at Podley's joint on the plaza. Oi, you with the mustache. What's with the stink eye, eh? You got something to say? Right then, ask me anything. I'm like an encyclopedia. I am. I can answer anything. Ooh, Key. Listen, mate. Don't ask me about that place. I got no need for a curse from the pirate king. A curse from the pirate king. Okay, so we did just get told Podley's place. So that means Podley's is the inn. This is where they're referring. Oh, we got Luigi here, so I guess we better listen to Luigi tell his extremely long story first. Well, I headed to circuit the Breaker Island and got me a marvelous compass apiece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about the thrills, chills, and the spills. It's a pretty and nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a long story. Yes. Well, like I said, it's really a long story, but here it goes. Just as I bought a ride at the Circuit of Breaker Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold the kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as a king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there, on the trophy they gave to the winner, it was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed it dead away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. Karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazy. But I worked at my courage and I signed up anyway, and my race today finally came. Got one of the best carts, the big green 01. I took my position at the starter line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars had crashed because of my maneuver. So I got in gear and took off. I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. Took the piece off my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass.
The compass came to life and pointed me toward Jazafraz town in the east. Then I heard that a voice, Princess Eclair's voice, echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form a poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back onto my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. You want to hear what I've been up to? Just come and find me, okay? I'll be around.
Oh, and we got a Buzzy Beetle with a wrench. Yeah, I'm Torque, and don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig because he got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot! I'm not letting this dip out of my sight until he repays me the 5,000 coin repair costs. Oh, damn. Yeah, sucks for you, Luigi. Yeah, he got 5,000 coins. For a bomb blowing up is like throwing a punch for an ordinary bloke. If you want to leave the biggest impression, you gotta do it with perfect timing. Me mum said that once you learn that timing, you're finally an adult bomb. Ah, mum. Okay. Boom and crack. And this is the skull stone, the lucky charm of my family. I love you, you sparkly thing. It's so fabulous, I wish to give it big kisses. It never leaves my sight. Never. Okay, well. Scram! Don't talk to me! My heart's burning for my long-lost love. Yes, I'm speaking of the extraordinary beauty at the juice shop in Shitsville. No matter how many times I flirted, she never paid me the slightest attention. Well, probably because she doesn't like you because you're a mouse. Welcome to you and yours. Have a seat. This is Podley's place, a humble little cola shop where folks mix stories and drinks. By the way, there's an inn upstairs. When you're weary, go on up and relax. And what do you want, ah? Who, me, you ask about? Ah, I'm called Flavio, I am, how do you say, a trader, the richest man in Rogueport. Monetary wealth gives me freedom, yes, and freedom gives me wealth of spirit. And yet, why is it that a man whose life is unchained must always long for yet more, ah? What is missing from my life? This tears at my very insides, I must know. What do I lack? Probably thrills. Thrills, you say? Ah, I suppose one does need some thrills every now and then. There's nothing like the feeling of being alone on a mountain shivering to death. What? Oh my gosh. Ah, no, foolish Flavio. Not chills, you silly man. What I need are thrills. Wait, hold the horses. That is it. Now that I'm thinking of it, I once heard the treasure of Cortez, the pirate king. Yes, this is the answer. Oh, such happiness for me. A hunt for pirate treasure. Why, that just shrieks of romance and thrills and emotion and even money. Do you not know the tale of the Pirate King's treasure hidden on Keel Hall Key? Ah, well, tales say that the Pirate King Cortez hid his hoard of pirate booty there. For years, treasure hunters and ruffians have gone there in search of the loot, but not a single one of them has ever returned. Oh, the horror makes my back tingle. People here whisper that the ghost of Cortez attacks all who seek his treasure. Eek. It's because of those very rumors that people no longer go to Keel Hall Key. But that will not stop Flavio. That treasure is there, yes, and I'm going to prove it. For I am Flavio, trader extraordinaire, millionaire, sailor of the 7 seas. What is that you're saying? You are also looking for your... Oh my goodness. You are also looking for a treasure here in Rogueport? Why talk such craziness? There isn't anything like that in this dull armpit of a town.
You cannot be believing each stupid rumor about treasure some street urchin spews out. No, 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 no. Now what madness comes bursting from your mouth? You have a treasure map? Well, hand it over. Rather, I mean, show me. You are having a joke on me. This map leads straight to Kyohoki. You swine. You mean to steal my treasure out of under me, you awful, awful man. No. Well, now I'm confused. You're looking for things known as the crystal stars? Now that I'm thinking, a star-shaped stone was said to be in Cortez's hoard. Perhaps I could sell it for a staggering amount of cash. Yes, that would be... such thoughts, Flavio. What you need is romance, thrills, and emotion. You cannot ignore what this business before me suggests. This must be fate at work. Flavio shall go with you to Keel Hall Key. Of course, the crystal stars is yours. Yes, but the rest of the treasure is mine. I don't care about the rest of the treasure. I just want the crystal star. Huh? But you must repeat that. Flavio's ears are plugged. You have no ship? Ha 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 ha. You unfortunate foolish man. Do you not know who I am? I will have a ship ready in no time, and it'll be massive and glorious. Splendid, splendid, splendid. Let us begin preparations immediately, shall we? I will volunteer myself as our intrepid leader. Yes, and you'll be captain. Danger and adventure tickle my nostrils. Come to this harbor right away. Okay, so to the harbor we go. Right, fair weather today, eh? Yeah, perfect day to set sail if I do say so. Wouldn't mind a bit if the whole journey blew in fair today. Fair today. No siree, Bob. Shut up. I want on the ship. Yes, so it is you, Well, sadly, a slight problem seems to have popped up. But feast your eyes on this outrageously fantastic ship. She is a fine vessel, no? She is the SS Flavian, the queen of the countless ships in my personal fleet. The raw majesty of her hull, the pomp and circumstances, none can compare to her. Behold the elegant curve of her prow. She cut to the very soul. Don't you agree? She is not just a beauty. She is a savage beast on the water, tops among sailboats. But above all, I will tell you, this proud ship can. Yes, did you speak? Yes, 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 of course. The problem that has sprung up... Yeah, what is the problem? Is it, the Lord Dump that you have on the right side of the ship? Because I certainly see that being an issue. I had completely forgotten about it. The SS Flavian, she bewitches me. Yes, well, here's the issue. We have no navigator. He ran off. The dog. The navigator, of course, is the highest ranked helmsman. They steer ships, you know. Now here's the real problem. The waters around Keelhaul Key are deathly dangerous. We need an absurdly skilled helmsman for a navigator. It is a, how do you say, a pickle. Oi, Flavio! Heard you talking there, sir. If you don't mind me saying, I might have a solution. Do not tease me, Papatch. You can solve our problems and spit it out already. Well, sir, I heard talk of a legendary sailor living in Rogueport. Yeah, I think he's called Admiral Bobbery, a salty old sea dog by all accounts. But he's said to our helmsman's touch, sir. He can make any ship bow to his will. Thing is, there ain't a soul what's seen him on the seas of late. Bassa boom, problem solved. Let us scout this Bobbery fellow and get him on board. As is customary, my captain will handle all the negotiations. That would be you, Mario. That does sound fair to everyone, does it not? No complaints. Aye, aye, sir. Aye, aye, aye. Sounds fair, sir. Good plan. Sure thing. Then it is decided. You must find this Bobbery and bring him here. Our fortune sails with you. Alright, so we gotta find Bobbery.
which, I think Bobbery is one of these. I think he's in this one. It's locked from the inside. Oh. Or is he in this one? No, that's the Trouble Center. No, I need Ball. Oh no. Oh, well, I will take that. Thank you very much. Okay, so... I got a door here. Whoa, what's the meaning of this? You found my secret way in? Dang. Look, a lot of, shall we say, sketchy requests get submitted here. So don't tell anyone that we're the ones running the Trouble Center, okay? I get lots of sketchy requests. I'm sure you do. Aha! There we go. Oh. Oh, I knew there was something. Oh, come on. There we go. And... oh, we got a shine sprite over there. Get that real quick. And then I think I had another one. No? Well, I'll get that after. What do you blokes want? Well, I want this. You seek Admiral Bobbery? Never heard of the gent. Take your search elsewhere. Now away with you. Okay, so... I know we got, I don't know why I couldn't... oh man, then I gotta... I'm so sorry guys, I'm making like a million trips up onto this roof because it's like, oh, now I see this, now I see that, and I want to get it now that I like see it. Okay, so yeah. I think what we have to do now is go to the inn. Because this douchebag here, oh, you'll see, you'll see. Admiral Barbary? Yeah, I know him. You know that house just past the wall in that eastern part of town? That's his. But I think both you and he would be better off if you just let him be. Oh, yep, now we gotta go back. But, yeah, that dude is a real douchebag. And you'll see why. Admiral Barbary? I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about. Now, if you please.
Drop the axe, Super Sash. We already found out that you're the real Admiral Barbary.
Harumph, what poppycock? Tell me, what would you want with me if I were this chap? You say your ship needs a navigator and you want me to do the job? So sorry, you'll have to look elsewhere. I shall never set sail upon the sea, nevermore.
But that's just not cool. You want to see me beg or something, is that it? You have to come along, only you can get us safely to Keelhaul Key.
Awfully sorry, dear boy, but when I say no, what I mean is no.
What's the next move, Chief? This salty dude is going nowhere fast. Can't figure this guy out. What's his beef with the ocean anyway? Know what we ought to do? Go find someone who knows what this dude's deal is.
Oh, I already know exactly who knows. I remember this all really, really crystal clear. I remember what to do here. Simply because of this asshole here. You say Bobbery won't go to the sea, huh? Well, can't say that surprises me. The real question is, are you folks really sure you want Bobbery back on the water? Yeah. Oh, is that it? Now I see. You want him out on an expedition to Keelhaul Key. Rough seas out there. Most sailors would meet their ends. Not old Bobbery, though. The fact of the matter is, Admiral Bobbery's tale is sad. Horribly sad, actually. You'll probably end up crying, but I'll tell it to you if you really want me to. Yeah, please do. In that case, get ready. Bobbery's tale of woe goes something like this. Bobbery was once married. He had a wife of enduring beauty named Scarlet. The two of them were madly in love, the sort of love reserved for fairy tales. Now Bobbery was a renowned sailor, so he was away from home for long periods. Scarlett never complained, though, and always waited faithfully for Bobbery's return. And Bobbery, his eye never drifted. He loved only Scarlett, truly and deeply. So they lived and found happiness where they could, and all was good for a time. But not all good things can last. It was a particularly icy winter when it happened. Scarlett fell ill. A virus, a passing cold, no one knew, but it soon turned serious. Bobbery at sea on a long, lonely voyage knew nothing of his bride's suffering. By the time he returned, Scarlett had succumbed. She was gone. Bobbery, of course, blamed himself. My loving wife perished because of me. If I were not at sea, I could have nursed her back to health. I could have saved her. He was overcome with such thoughts. They tormented him always, haunting his sleep. He has never gone out to sea since.
Gee, what a downer. Guess that's a pretty good reason for hating the ocean.
You all know his tale now, so tell me, do you still want him to return to the sea? I mean, sounds like he suffered a lot, but we need him. We have no choice. Very well, I understand. If you're that determined, then I'll give you this. You got an old letter. The letter from Scarlett wrote to Bobbery on her deathbed. On her deathbed, Scarlett wrote Bobbery a final letter. You hold it in your hands. I don't know what's written inside, but I can tell you what she told me as she lay dying. If I should succumb to this plague, and if my love should blame myself for his death, then give this letter to him, so he may hear my voice. It was her last request. But when I saw Bobbery in misery, trying to forget the pain as he mourned his wife, I just couldn't bring myself to present this letter to him. I've regretted it ever since. Please, take this letter, and do the deed I was too cowardly to do. Take it to Bobbery. Listen, Podley, thanks a ton. We'll deliver this thing. You feel better, okay? Let's roll, Gonzalez. Fuck you, Podley. Fuck you. You are a horrible, horrible person. You kept the, letter from... You kept Bobbery's deceased wife's letter to him that she wanted you to give to him in the case that he was blaming himself for, her demise, and you kept it? What a fucking piece of shit that dude is. Like, there are some unlikable characters in Paper Mario, but oh my god, he's gotta take the cake by far, because, that's, tampering with somebody's grieving process. That's basically like saying the vet were withholding my my cat's ashes because they were withholding my cat's ashes because they saw that I was miserable, that she had to be put to sleep. So it's basically like holding, an urn, essentially, of her ashes from Bobbery, and not really ever getting any closure. And closure is definitely one of the most important parts of the grieving process. And he never got that because of that fucking clown in there. So, yeah, let's fix this. What? Oh, by Blabberton's beard, not you again. No matter how many times you entreat me, my stance is firm. Now away with you. Pardon? A letter, you say? For me? What? Scarlett! This is Scarlett's handwriting. Scarlett, my love. My love, if you're reading this letter, then I am no longer by your side. Because fate had stepped between us, I have decided to write you this letter. If you're reading this, I must have passed away while you were out to sea. I can only assume that you will blame yourself for it, my sweet Bobbery. Although my life was short, you gave me more than a lifetime's worth of joy. Though you will mourn, I beg that you remember that time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. Do not lose both your life's loves. Time, like love, is a tide. You are one with the sea, as you are one with me. 1,000 pardons, but may I have a moment alone, if you please? Absolutely, man. Every time I read that line, I get the chills. Every single time. Ugh. Yes, love. I was happy. My sweet, sweet Scarlett. I love you still. Now then, you were looking for a navigator, I do believe, bound for Keelhaul Key? Alright, if you think an old sea bomb like me is what you need, then let's shove off. Admiral Bobbery, yes! Okay, so yeah, now we have Bobbery on our team. The ship's in the harbor. I must inspect it before we leave. I shall meet you there. So we got a couple things to do before we go to the, ship. But yeah, you see, the closure was exactly what he needed in order to, you know, feel better. Since, you know, this is something that, you know, it's a really touching subject to me. So I'm gonna be, you know, while doing, like, you know, a little couple of errands, like, I'm gonna be kind of discussing, you know, my little bouts of loss too. Oh, come on. There we go. So, hopefully... Oh, there we go. Yeah, loss is definitely, you know, a very, very touchy subject for me. Okay, I'm trying. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get the background music all set up. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get the background music all set up. But yeah, basically, very, very, emotional topic for me. I think I got the music all playing the way that I want it to now. But it's kind of echoey, but that's because the microphone's probably catching it too. But I think we'll just kind of have to deal with that. But yeah, pretty much my main bout of loss that, you know, I want to talk about is when I had to put my cat Chloe to sleep, and I kind of talked about it a bit in my original Paper Mario playthrough, and it was definitely the hardest thing that I ever had to do in my life, and it wasn't an easy thing for me to even fathom. And I remember the night before that I had to put her to sleep, December 21st of 2021. I remember her last time I tried to get her to drink water. I'll read the email later. But I remember, like, the last time I tried to get her to drink water, you know, I put her by the food dish. And you know, I just yeah, the last time I tried to get her to drink water, she just flopped over in front of the water dish. And when she did that, I just knew that that was it. And there was just absolutely nothing that could be done. Absolutely nothing could be done. And she was 15 years old. She had turned 15 years old 21 days prior. And 15 years for a cat is a really, really, really long life. Especially a cat of her, breed. Usually ragdolls, they tend to live about 10 to 12 years, and I managed to get another 3 years out of her, and I am forever grateful for, the time that I did manage to get with her. And it's, there's just a bunch of good memories that I have that, she was my childhood cat. She was literally my everything, and seeing her flop over in front of the food dish, or the water dish, was just simply the hardest thing that, I ever had to see in my life. And it broke my heart, but I knew it was time for her to, be going over the Rainbow Bridge. And over the Rainbow Bridge, she went she went over the Rainbow Bridge on December 22nd at, like, I think 4:39 p.m. or 4:29 or 4:39 p.m. I don't exactly remember 100% the time, but I know it was around, like, 4 o'clock, and it ended in, like, a 29 or a 39. And when I had to, put her to sleep, this is probably the most, bone-chilling moment for me. Was, when, I had her in my lap, right before she was going to get the injection, and she was purring her final moments. Her final moments before she passed.
she was purring, so it was like she knew that I was making the right decision. And I knew that I was making the right decision. It was insanely painful, and I'm starting to tear up right now talking about it. And holy crap, no thanks. Yeah, I'm starting to tear up right now talking about it because I just, it still hurts to this day, and there will be, some nights that I'll look at, the picture frame of her that I have on my wall, and I will, just look at it, and I'll just start crying, and it hurts. It fucking hurts, and I remember, like, the pain that I had when, she had first got put to sleep, and before I got the urn, I had a hard time believing that she was even gone. I absolutely struggled to believe that. Yeah, I struggled to believe that she was gone, and like, I remember for, probably quite a few weeks, I just felt numb about everything. Like, I didn't feel happiness, I didn't feel sadness, I didn't feel anything. I felt numb. And honestly, around that time, funny that we got a noose here, I kind of felt like hanging myself at that time, because that's just how low of a point of my life that really was. Like, I had gone, like, a significant amount of time without suicidal thoughts and actions, and when I had to put her to sleep, like, that basically made me relapse those thoughts, and I had, many thoughts during that time of killing myself, and I just, I genuinely just felt absolutely worthless, and I just thought that life just wasn't worth living because of the fact that she was gone. And I remember, before she passed, I had made comments, to people saying, as soon as, she was gone, I was going to be gone. Because she was literally my whole world. She was my rock. She was my everything. And she helped me through a lot of hard times that, no one else did. Like, I laid with her for hours after, middle school, whenever I would get bullied every day at middle school, coming home crying. I would always be there crying on her, and she would always be there for me no matter what. She would never judge. She would never, make fun of me. She would just be there, purr, and just be a loving cat to me. And that's how she always was. And that's, the spirit that she still lives on in my mind today. And just, yeah, it's still really, yeah, I'm having such a hard time talking about this, guys. I'm so sorry. It's just, it's really prying.
it really is. Like, it's tough. And, I just, it's gonna happen again with, these two little clowns that I have here, at some point, but it's not gonna be, anytime soon, because, they're not even a year old yet. They're gonna be 10 months on the 24th. So, yeah, so they still got, like, a long time to go. So, I don't have to worry about it so much right now. And the way I see it, these cats, they came down from her because of the fact that, I was still just in mourning, when, these two, well, actually, Precious came to me first, and then about a few days later, Comet and the rest of the siblings ended up coming to me, and we kept two of them, and, the way I see it was, it was just meant to be, because, she sent them down from me, or she's, like, they were sent down from her, in order to help, that incredibly difficult time that I had been going through, because pretty much December all the way through, like, May and June of, like, 2022 was just grieving. I was just numb that entire time in my life, and I genuinely did not feel any happiness. I didn't really feel much sadness. I was just numb, and it's just the worst feeling in the world. But, my feelings, they did come back when these two, came into my life, and I'm forever grateful that they did. Yeah. Anyways, that's my little, bout of, grief, and, I'm finally, at closure of it now, and it's getting much easier for me to talk about it. Like, it's even easier for me to talk about it now than what it was in my Paper Mario playthrough, because I didn't exactly break down crying this time while talking about it like I did in the original Paper Mario. But, and that's a huge step for me. It really is. But the sadness is still there, and I still did have, tears in my eyes talking about it. Like, it's still not easy. It still isn't, and, it's coming up on 2 years since her death in December. And, And anyways, my advice for, for people that, are grieving is take all those emotions head on and don't try to avoid them, because that's just how, you're going to prolong the grieving process, is by, suppressing your emotions. Just let them out. Embrace them. And, and if you're dealing with somebody that, is grieving, let them grieve. Don't hide stuff from them, like what the stupid Podly fuck did to Bobbery, like hiding the letter from his deceased wife. I thought that was just so fucked up that he did that. So don't hide anything. Just let them grieve, and let them, just embrace